Hey, hello, how's it going? Welcome back to another 20 minutes till dawn video. It's me, Cranberry. Hopefully you're doing well. Pretty weird. I booted up the game and for some reason. Looks like they made quite a few changes to the game. All jokes aside, if you're not familiar, this is Brotato. It is a game pretty similar to 20 Minutes Till Dawn, so I imagine if you've played it, you've probably at least played or seen Brotato. I don't know, but it's pretty similar. It actually, the game I compare it most similarly to is probably Snake RX, a game that I loved very much, but unfortunately died. Rest in peace, Snake RX. But it's a cool game. It's neat. It's good. You'll get the gist of it pretty quickly, too. Basically, you're this little potato guy. You can hold up to 6 weapons, and if you get 2 copies of the same weapon, you can combine them into a stronger version, up until you get a tier 4 weapon. That's the cap for the weapons. You have, there's experience. Similar to Vampire Survivors, enemies drop experience, so you collect it. And, yeah. It's a good game. There's a billion characters. It's been a little while since I played the game, so a lot more have been added. I've been playing a little bit of the 1.0 release, but, I still haven't unlocked every character that they put in, but I like the game a lot. And the question is, who do we play? Who do we play? You can see highlighted who I won the game with. So far, I have not won the game on Danger Level 5, which is the highest difficulty. Have not done that yet. Got a couple of wins with a couple of them, right? But who's a character? There's like a guy I want to play. He's got like 12 arms. Which one of you is the 12 arm guy? Multitasker. This is my guy. I wanna take this one, and I wanna do this guy with a stick build. I think this is a cool idea because the stick, it gives you plus damage for every stick you have. So the idea is that you just get 12 sticks, and you go absolutely sicko mode here. It should be hopefully good. Let's give it a try. Let us give it a try. We'll see what happens. Now, a lot of different weapons in the game. A lot of different types of weapons you can play. But I think this is a pretty cool build. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Now, you see these guys are dropping these little, look like little green pebbles, I guess. I don't know what you would call them. But the goal is we kill them, pick up the little green pebbles, right? What do I want here at first? I don't hate, these are all pretty solid. Plus 2 melee damage is fine, but actually I want to get a little bit of early luck here, if you don't mind. I think that's pretty cool. And we're going to roll until the game gives us sticks. You son of a bitch. You know? I don't want an axe. I'm honestly... Please give me a stick. Please give me... There we go. Thank you. Every shop you go, the items get more expensive, so getting a early stick or 2 is really important. But usually it doesn't take that many rolls to find one. That was kind of tragic. Now, this is like a... Auto battler is the wrong word for it, right? Because like all of the survivor-like games kind of work like this usually. The exception is kind of like, 20 Minutes Till Dawn, where you're actually actively aiming. In this game, your character just auto attacks based on what enemies get in range of them. Take a lung upgrade here. Another stick. You do love to see it. And boom, 4 sticks. Easy. Easy peasy. Now, in theory, we can combine the sticks into stronger sticks, but we're going to wait until we have all 12 of our stick slots filled out before we start doing that. Because again, we get a damage reduction for how many weapons we hold, but we also get a flat damage increase for every stick we're holding too. So it should hopefully offset, and then we'll just have a billion sticks. Is the goal for this build? Out of these, give me the attack speed upgrade, I think, and then I do like a range upgrade for our sticks here as well. Tree is a powerful get here, and early in the game, I don't mind taking Weird Ghosts. Weird Ghost is pretty cool. We should talk about the perks here too. I shouldn't assume that people who are watching this know how all of the stats work. So let's give you a rundown real quick here. We have our current level. We're level 4 right now. Hooray. We have max HP, pretty obvious. HP regen, which as you increase the number, it increases the rate at which you regenerate your HP when it's lost. At 0 HP regen, you regen no health. But there's other ways to heal. And there might be diminishing returns with this. I'm not sure exactly. I know some of the things have diminishing returns. We have lifesteal, which is a percent chance to heal whenever you deal damage. I think it's like 1 to 1. But there's, as you can see, there's a maximum of 10 HP healed per second. So even if you have 100% lifesteal, it is going to, there's kind of the diminishing returns in that sense. You have percent damage. you have types of damage. So you have melee, ranged, and elemental. If you look at our stick here, for example, right? It's a melee. That little sword next to the damage number, it's melee damage. And if there were usually a lot of things have modifiers. So a lot of weapons will have like an 80% modifier or something instead, right? Yeah, so a lot of them will have like a percent modifier. The sticks are 1-to-1. So every 1 point we put into melee damage, the sticks do 1 extra damage, right? And then what else? Then there's ranged, elemental, etc., stuff like that. You have attack speed, 1-to-1 there. It seems like crit chance, 1-to-1 as well. Some weapons have base modifiers for crit chance. You can see it's a 3% chance by base level, and it's 2 times damage, right? We have engineering, which is a skill that affects the damage of like turrets. We don't have any turrets right now. We have range, which half of it as effective against for melee weapons, right? But it increases the range at which your weapons will attack things, right? Armor, damage reduction, which this also has diminishing returns. You can't get to 100% damage reduction. Dodge chance, speed, luck, harvesting, all pretty. Well, these two are pretty obvious, right? Luck is weird, right? It just affects a lot of random stuff in the game. Does not affect crit chance as far as I know. And then we have harvesting. Harvesting is a really weird. Harvesting basically is like a passive income ability, which also increases itself every round as well. It's pretty cool, which is why I'm going to take the fertilizer here. It does lower our damage very slightly, but not by too much. Shouldn't be too bad, right? We went from 20 to 19 damage, so I'm not too worried about that. We did also take that ghost here, so it's going to be a little scary at first. But we're regenerating health. And there's other ways to get health back too, besides just lifesteal and regen. When we see a tree, we should be able to break it, and then everything will be cleared. Hopefully. Oh, there's a tree. Okay. So you break the tree. That little blob thing that came out of it, I believe it's technically a cactus. You pick that up and it heals you, right? So easy stuff. Now, you might notice that at the end of a round, we absorb all of the XP lying on the ground there. Ooh, give me more luck, by the way. You might notice that we absorb all that HP lying on the ground. Ooh, I do like the missile here. I'm worried about the attack speed reduction, but honestly, I'm okay with that. Give me another stick, please. No, rude. I don't want to roll anymore. Let's just run it. But anyway, yeah. So the what's it called? The XP on the ground, right? You might notice that in the beginning of rounds, you're seeing a ×2 modifier there when we pick up stuff. The way it works is the XP that is lying on the ground at the end of the round, it goes into storage, and then the next round, the next amount of enemies you kill that drop XP, that XP is converted into a ×2 multiplier, right? So the idea is that you have to be active about picking up XP, otherwise you're going to not pick it all. You're going to get, too much XP is the wrong word for it, but basically, if you have too much XP in your overflow pool, you're gonna start falling behind as far as gathering the XP, which it's hard to do because it's pretty easy to just kind of run around and just pick things up. But if you spent the whole game sitting in a corner and just didn't pick up any XP, you would start to lose out on it, basically. Keep giving me the luck upgrades here. I do not hate that. I'll take a little harvesting here too at this point. Ooh, a blue stick. Okay. I do not hate seeing a blue stick here. Let's roll again. Another stick. Happy to see it. Don't want a lens here. Keep buying more sticks. Another blue stick. Very cool. You can see we can scroll down here. And I think we end... yeah, we end there. Oh, you know what? I kind of like the Gummy Berserker here. We can afford it. You know what? Sure. Losing 1 armor. Armor can go into negative, so we actually take more damage here, but it's 6% more damage. It's not that big of a deal, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. And look at my fucking freak of nature here. He's doing great. This character is a pretty cool character. I like how they got all their arms and stuff. But it's a little tricky because of the damage reduction that you get from each weapon you hold. But the stick build with this guy is pretty cool because it does offset it. Now, I'm not an expert on this game. I didn't even come up with this build myself. I was watching a video about, like, just some basic beginner tips for the game, because there's stuff I don't know about the game. I'm not, not that good at it. But the video I was watching, the person didn't even say this was a build, but the background footage they were playing was this character with a stick build, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's a smart build. So here I am. Here I am playing this guy. I'll take the +9 max HP here. I don't hate getting a little bit of extra bulk. And ooh. Give me that. Cyclops Worm is fine, but I just want to find another stick here if I can. Ooh, I love Bag. Bag is sick. Bag sometimes, so we haven't even talked about crates at all. Every now and then when you break a tree, it drops a crate. And a crate is just like a random item from the item pool, right? So it could be anything. It might, or I'll actually, no, maybe it can't be anything. Maybe there's like a rarity limit. I don't know. It can be a lot of things though. And you have the option to either take the item or you can recycle it for like a little bit of money. Either way, crates are really important to get. And now we also just get a flat 15 money whenever we pick up a crate too, which is really nice. Haven't seen any though, unfortunately, but we have a pretty high luck stat, which I think is a factor in regards to whether or not a tree will drop a crate. So it's only a matter of time before that pays itself off, basically. It was 30. Oh, hello, mister. Apparently we let some of the eggs hatch here. That's not great. But yeah, I believe it cost us $30 to ooh, give me this. I believe it cost us $30 to buy the thing we just bought there. Ooh, definitely. Lucky Clover here. I do love that. And you know what? Let's go big on luck here. We have 65 luck right now. That's pretty sweet. Ooh, and a piggy bank here. I will definitely buy that. Okay, piggy bank is a sick item. One of my favorite items in the game. Basically, we get interest now. You could just read the item. I probably went a little too fast there. But you just get interest now. Ooh, there's a crate, by the way, finally. So 2 crates, it's net even, and then any crates after that, it's made us money. So that's a pretty good investment. Piggy bank, same idea. It's gonna make us a lot of money on this run. We're gonna have to be a little bit more frugal now to store money, but we now get like a 20% interest on our money in between rounds. So love some piggy bank value here. Hey, excuse me, pardon me. Pardon. Starting to get a little low on HP here. I'm a little worried. Can you please get away? Thank you, thank you. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. So as the round ends, you generally want to play a little bit more aggressively so you can pick up the last little bit of XP and get a couple more kills. So here's the item we got, right? We got the scope. This is really bad for our character because we're using sticks. So we recycle that. We come into here. I'll take the armor here to get out of negative armor. I think that's fine. Give me the attack speed boost. Double stick, very cool. And now instead of like reroll, actually we should reroll for one more stick, I think. Ooh, definitely give me a tree. Okay, so now we have, oh, I didn't even notice shit. Hold on. We gotta buy the purple stick here too. So now we have 12 sticks. So now we're going to attempt to be a little bit more frugal with our items. I do like this claw tree. I will lock that. That'll be worth buying later. Locking it, by the way, just means it'll show up in the next shop. Right? But yeah. Now we're gonna attempt to be more frugal. We kind of failed there because we just had a lot of good items in the shop to buy, unfortunately. But now that we have all 12 of our item slots filled out, we have the maximum stick damage. We're just gonna chill. We're gonna let the income build here, and we should be fine. Hopefully, we'll see. Gotta do it. It's important to, you know, move around the map here so you can discover trees, right? Trees, you know, the map is big enough where the trees will spawn outside of your vision, like this one right here, right? So you want to be pretty active as far as moving back and forth across the map. And again, you don't want to leave too much XP on the ground here because you can, you know, you don't. And also now it's really important too to be active about collecting XP because it'll help with our interest if we have just more money. Right, so now we have multiple reasons to be aggressive about picking up the XP on the ground. I will take a hedgehog here. +2 melee damage is pretty tight. We can have negative lifesteal. I'm not worried about that here. I think I'll just take the HP regen. And then give me more noses, I think. And I think we just go. We let our interest build up. So because we just skipped the round there, we basically went from like 500 to 600 gold because we got a, or not gold. I don't know what people call the money in this game. Green? Rads? It reminds me of the XP from Nuclear Throne. That's what it reminds me of. I don't know what it is actually. Goo maybe? I don't know. Anywho, we got our sticks now. This is the only weapon in the game, by the way, that does this sort of thing where it's like, it really benefits you if you have multiple copies of the same weapon. Weapons have classes. We'll talk about that in a second here, I think. Once we finish the run, it'll be easier to show it than I guess to describe it. But weapons have like types, and then they have like a tribal effect, right? So if you have like 6 primitive weapons, stick, spear, etc., they have like a bonus. But no weapon, I don't think, has a bonus for just literally having same copies of the exact same weapon, like this, like the stick does, basically. As far as I can tell, at least. But I might be wrong about that. Give me more luck, absolutely. But anyway, yeah. So if you look at the weapon, right, you can see, right, it has like, you know, the stats here, but on the right side it says primitive. So it shows that you get plus 15 max HP for having multiple primitive weapons, which is very cool. I think we buy the claw tree now. I'm worried about being too slow here, but the helmet does give pretty good stats. I think we'll take that. We have quite a bit of range. I think the XP gain is worth the scar here. And you know what? We should have saved our money. We should be economical here. Now, wave 12 is going to be one of the first hard waves for us. So we might splurge a little bit in the shop here. We've got a good econ going right now with our piggy bank, but we don't want to, you know, that's an issue that I have with this game a lot. Like, not issue, like not that thing is wrong. It's a me issue. It's a thing that I do incorrectly, where I go a little too frugal. I focus too much on making bank, and then I just die to a wave that's too strong because I had all this money saved up and I didn't use it to actually help me kill things. So if you're keeping track, that's crate number 3, which means we are now money positive on buying that sack before. Oh, we are now extremely money positive. I'm doing big banking moves now. Very cool. However, I am starting to fall off a little bit here, right? I'm having trouble killing these heavier guys. And I'm moving a little slow as well, which I'm worried about. So yeah, we're gonna bank some money here. Oh, metal? Love a metal. Crit, this is not a crit build at all, so I definitely don't mind losing crit chance here, and all these stats are really good for us. Definitely take that. Tyler, not really for our build. It's more of an engineering style build. So I think we'll just recycle it. And definitely recycle the fuel tank. Oh, definitely give me the +6 melee damage here. Love to see that. We could take a crown here. Crown just means you get a bonus to how much you're harvesting scales, which is pretty solid. I think we'll take that. I think we'll combine these sticks and buy a new stick here. I think the coffee's worth it too. We need to get some more flat damage upgrades if we can. We're already negative on lifesteal, so banner here is amazing. We don't need sharp bullet here because we don't have bullets. Keep buying sticks whenever they show up. Peacock would be pretty sicko mode here if we did pull it off. But I don't think we want it. That seems a little... Like, the Peacock's really cool, but it gives the enemies bonus damage for the round that you take it. But then it gives you big XP gains. Probably not good on an elite wave, though. Medical turret is fine just in general, but I don't think it's worth the cost. By the way, so... the stick here, right? In my experience, at least, generally speaking, you want to upgrade your lower versions of sticks first, and then buy sticks. We could take this stick and make a tier 3 stick here with one of these sticks instead. I didn't mention it before. You can combine straight out of the shop, basically, right? So I could take the stick here and combine it with one of these sticks by default, or I can take some baby sticks and combine them first, like so. I think that generally works better, but I could be wrong about that. I also don't hate the sad tomato here. +8 HP regen is like a lot. I'm getting a phone call. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. I'll pause the recording. Okay. Hello. Hi. I'm back. God, I don't remember what I was talking about when I stopped the recording. I fail miserably every time, but I try to make a mental note when I pause the recording of what I was talking about. And I've been, listen, again, for you, it was a split second. For me, it was about an hour and a half. I had a bunch of stuff I had to go do. I'm all sweaty, covered in poison ivy, having a great time. But anyway, I think I was talking about sad tomato. I think I was talking about how the 8 HP regen would probably be worth the reduction in health at the start of rounds. Generally speaking, the start of rounds are easier, so it shouldn't be too hard to get back up to full health if we take this. So Let's do that. I do know we still have the piggy bank. So I think we don't want to roll out entirely. This is Este's couch. Oh, it does give you a speed reduction though. I was seeing this, I was like, that doesn't seem too bad. But oh, sorry, I misread this. It gives you HP for every negative speed you have. So you take this, it lowers your speed, and then it gives you a bunch of HP regen. I kind of like that here. So we do have already negative speed. We're going to be really slow, but we're going to be really tanky as well. So I think we can run this. I think we can just become like an HP regen team strategy. But when I do like blood donation here as well, we have the regen to offset the harvest damage. We should be healing. We're healing 4 HP a second. So this cuts into that regen quite considerably, but it's going to give us a ton of money. So let's do that. Okay. Hello, by the way. Rude. Gotta try to dodge the cuts here if I can. Okay, it's a little hectic, but I think we're overall doing okay. We're not doing much damage to the boss though, which is unfortunate. But I'm weaving in and out of the cuts. Oop, okay. Trying to get more damage on the boss here if I can too, while still trying to avoid the enemies as well. It's a little, it's a dance with death here, if you will. We make it through this round. I'm feeling we're in a pretty good spot here. Okay, they're cutting fast now. Okay, if we don't kill the boss though, the boss gives you better loot for killing it, but we don't have the damage output for it, which is tragic, but whatever. That's fine. I don't hate that. Ooh, definitely give me this. Absolutely. Absolutely. -2 harvest. I mean, it's not impossible that we eventually offset our negative lifesteal. I just don't think it's, I think we'd rather just have the money though. I don't think it's worth the cost of offsetting that lifesteal. I think we just take that. I think we roll this, look for something a little bit better here maybe. Give me the +9. Sure, why not? We do not want the bandana here. This is not for us. I don't know what bait actually does. This is an item that wasn't in the game when I last played. You know, let's find out what it does. Let's take a moment here to learn together. I'm sure there's probably someone watching this, a lot of people watching this, being like, "Oh no, he took the bait." But I'm not too worried. Ooh, Grind's magical feather. Now, a lot of these content creators, I do know who they are. Like a lot of these like legendary items are based off of a certain person. I know Este is it's what is it? SD89, right? That's that guy. He's a streamer person. I don't know who Grind's magical leaf is based off of though. +3 max HP at the end of a wave. +1 regen. Oh, so it just gives you growth. Okay, that seems pretty cool. I'll take that. I don't hate that. I don't think we want another blood donation machine. I think at that point it's not worth the effective HP regen we're losing for it, but that's fine. Maybe just go to the next wave here. I feel like I ain't never seen these leeches before, but whatever. Interesting stuff. I've seen these tentacles before though, for sure. Those guys, oh, that's the special enemies for the bait. Oh, that wasn't even that bad. That's it? There's just those couple leeches at the start of the wave? That was nothing. Okay, yeah, that was easy peasy. Maybe they like one-shot you or something if they hit you, I don't know. Maybe I have no idea how close I was to dying this game. Either way. Feeling pretty good about this run. Feeling pretty strong. Feeling pretty powerful. We have very good defense here, right? We have insane regen with our super high base HP pool. So that's good. And it's gonna get better as our grind feather keeps scaling. Now, I've talked about it before, my dream is, as a content creator, my number one goal. Okay, if they're giving us a free blood donation, I think I'll take it. Sure. They give me a free one, why not? And you know what? You know, hey, +5 regen sounds good. I think we just roll this. Just get insane regen stats here. Insane regen. Ooh, a purple stick. Let's combine these. Take that. Do a little rolling here if we can. Maybe find something useful for us. Hunting trophy. We do not have. We have negative crit chance, so this is not for us, unfortunately. Oh, you know what? Oh, this is when dodging. We have 6% dodge chance, and it's it's +2 melee damage. I think that just on its own is probably worth it. Not even for the dodge chance. Let's roll it here. Oh, you know what? This is another boss wave. Actually, let's go down a little bit more, maybe. You know what? I'll take a colt. I'll take a cute monkey here. Cute monkey's fine. Okay, let's run it. Oh, this guy's a pretty easy boss from my experience. He just charges at you. Gotta be careful about these big boys because they pop into smaller guys who like just run away and like shoot projectiles at you that are pretty accurate. They like kind of like I think these are the guys that sometimes lead shots when they shoot them at you, so they're pretty scary. Trying to kill the elite this round too if we can. I don't know if we'll be able to. The boss is kind of on top of me here, which I don't love. Okay, we're taking a lot of damage. Let's cool off for a second here. Okay, the boss is right. I died. That is tragic. That is tragic. Good run. Good run. You know what the problem was there? I think it was the couch. I think having that. I mean, it gave us a ton of regen, obviously. It gave us an insane amount of regen, but I think being that slow just meant that the boss was able to get on top of us, and it was too hard to get him off of us. But hey, that was a cool run. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll be trying to play more, some more, whatever this game is, Brotato, sorry. And hopefully I will see you next time. Goodbye.